As I'm out getting gas, I like to share Christ and let my light shine. So I was on the other side here, and a lady was on the other side of me, just asking her how her day was going. And she said, she kind of talked about how she was dealing with some type of sickness. And I said, well, hey, this might sound kind of weird. I said, but do you believe in the power of prayer? And she kind of was like, well, yeah, I do. And I said, well, man, I'd love to pray for you. I said, I believe Jesus heals still. And I said, I'd love to just be able to touch and agree and pray with you if that's all right. And she kind of looked at me and she goes, you a pastor or something? I said, well, not really. I said, I'm just a son, man. I just love Jesus. So she said, well, let's pray. I said, all right. So we prayed for her right here at the gas pump. We started praying for her and got done praying. And she just lit up. She asked me if I knew so-and-so. And it just turned out that I did. We got to talking about her nephew and how we went to school. And I started to share my testimony with her and how Jesus had changed my life. And she said, I'm a believer. And she said, this doesn't happen very often, especially at gas pumps. And I said, man, I just love Jesus. I said, I really think the world would be a better place if we were all going out and sharing the love of Christ with each other. And she just thanked me, gave me a big hug, and went on her way.